Guys, CM here, and I was thinking, my video wasn't really complete about my collection, so this is the non-collection collection, right? So this is my barong, which is the technical term for this weapon. I call it the indoor problem solver. I've made a few custom order versions of this. But yeah, very simple. This one was gifted to me. I put handles on it, and I put an edge on it, and I blued it. But this is originally just a piece of sheet metal in the shape of a sword, and it had a stamp that said Windlass Creations, India, and the steel actually holds an edge. So I put some G10 on it, stuck some brass, and I didn't even really grind off all the glue. It's just a fucking, makeshift in a pinch weapon that, I decided it's good enough for indoor work. So yeah, there's that. Then because of California and because maybe getting old and getting mature and, getting sober and shit has had an impact on me, the urge to carry a Balisong or a switchblade just it's gone. I don't have no desire to, but it's nice to have a Balisong, like on the table or just there for walking by, and I see it and I get an urge to do this, a couple repetitions, and then close it up, put it back on the table, and there it sits for like a couple weeks. So yeah. And then there's this a reproduction of the a Rambo. What's this thing say? Fucking Rambo First Blood Part 2. It's a dagger, very thick, very pointy. I keep this in one of my bathrooms, not this bathroom, but I keep it hidden somewhere where I can get to it, or yeah. But this is just all weapon. There is no utility value to this knife. I mean, it's a stabber. That's it. That's all it does. So there's another. This is my carbon fiber knife. I made this years ago. Just some carbon fiber I bought off of James Ivy years back. And so that's my dedicated shower knife. So I'm going to stick that right back here with some 100-mile-an-hour tape. Right. Yeah. Because you can never be too safe. And you've seen what my knuckles say, paranoid. Yep. When you get off the dope, and then you realize that the things that you're paranoid of aren't because of the dope, but because they're real, that's the mind fuck. Okay, this is a Frost Cutlery fucking mega folder status. I mean, huge. This thing weighs over, I want to say over 2 pounds. Big old brass bolsters. It is a functional lockback. Yeah? And it's not too wrist flippable, but you can do the pinch trick and spider drop it. Anyways, this and this Rambo knife were a gift from one of my buddies, a guy who's bought a few knives off me. This sits in my living room also in a high place. Then we have the CMFTW Billy Trident Blackcraft Industries collaboration piece. I don't think I've ever shown a video on this. This is an A2. I was asked by a buddy on Instagram, and a few others jumped on the bandwagon. Dude, yeah, do a collaboration work, man. Yeah, build a trench knife. So I was like, okay, I'll grind and heat treat a reverse tanto for stabbing and slashing, because that's the MO of the original World War II trench knife, and sent it off to Billy Trident to make me a knuckled handle. So this thing is full tang, completely hidden. I mean, the tang doesn't get any smaller than about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe a little 3/8, but it gets smaller and it gets bigger. It's like big, small, big, small, big, small. There's holes drilled, so that way this cast alloy has something to hold on to. Yep. Very, very tough, very nasty. I haven't even sharpened this one. Doesn't need to. It doesn't. It's effective the way it is. So this sits somewhere in my house too, and it sits on top of a pile of papers just so I can say it is being used as a novelty paperweight. And lastly, there's this, my Philip Patton recurve fighter. Just not really a knife for carry. Definitely with this recurve, it's not something that I want to kydex. So it sits on my wall next to the Vigo Carpathian painting. But yeah, these are my non-carry knife collection. So yep. Alright, as always, stay armed, stay alert, stay alive. Hua, God bless. And here's my cat box.